Well, that's the other issue.
Adoption. That's the only choice.
Yeah, unless you bang the art Sony, the blue alien chick.
Who can have right? Okay,
Yeah.
true. All right, that's
Now if you bang her, then yeah, you can do that. But if you didn't, and you said to bang one of the other chicks that don't have kids,
you're kind of they would have to do
adopt.
an adoption.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still possible.
But also, playing Mass Effect Andromeda, what they would probably do. Now, there's a hypothesis here. If you're playing just that and you haven't played the other three beforehand, they'll probably have like
a choice,
a set path of what happened. Like Commander Shepard did this, that, and the other, and you play as like someone else.
Okay.
Now, it's like when I first bought Mass Effect 3 before I bought the other two Mass Effect games. Well, before I bought Mass Effect 2 and then got the DLC for the interactive graphic novel of Mass Effect 1, which made the outcomes of Mass Effect 2.
Continuity to my friends at its finest.
Yes,
definitely. That matter what for that.
And when I played Mass Effect 3 before Mass Effect 2, what happened was, like, basically the path was already made out for you from the beginning of the game. Like, if you played it before you played Mass Effect 2, all the other characters in Mass Effect 2 were dead, with the exception of a select few who were going to die anyway in Mass Effect 3 because of certain decisions you didn't make.
Right.
You didn't play 2. What's her name? The hottie Cerberus chick. I can't remember her name right now. But what she did, which was fucking like if you're just playing off at 3 without playing 2, she shows up. She's still alive and everything, but then she dies when you get to this one mission. So it kind of sucks, but it happens. Your other boy, the other dude from the other Cerberus person, the black dude, he still lives. He goes through the other part unscathed, so you're fine with that one.
Right. And
then you have what other girl? What other ones was in it? Oh yeah, Jack. Now that's the name I can actually remember. Jack, the chick from Mass Effect 2, who was the badass, the psychopathic, fucking kinetic, whatever chick that does shit with her mind. She, if you made wrong choices and got her ass killed in the second Mass Effect game, or if you didn't play Mass Effect 2, she never shows up at, spoilers, Grissom Academy, where you have to actually rescue her ass.
See, which is why I think with so many variables, Andromeda will actually give you a screen of choices of how you want to start the game.
Yeah.
I think that's really the only way for people that, hey, don't have access to the internet, can't upload cloud data, or people that their Xbox 360 exploded like mine.
I remember that.
They'll give you choices where you could actually choose the ending from the previous game as the start of the next one.
Yeah.
I think that's the most responsible way to do it.
Yeah.
Xbox One can obviously handle an 80 gig game, a 50 gig game, GTA 5, obviously, to have the capacity. Now, if the studio does it right, it should give you the choice.
But it's BioWare. BioWare has been known to make shit right. Like when they started off, when they did fucking Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Sure.
Which I'm sure they didn't know at the time, but they didn't know at the time was going to happen, but they won so many awards for its creativity and its interactivity and everything, all this shit that happened.
It's truly an immersive, interactive game.
Exactly. Not to mention the fact that in the game, in the whole conversation wheel, if you select for your character to say this one thing, like, you know, a short sentence, and you expect that person to say that short sentence, expect to be disappointed, but in a good way, because that short sentence turns out to be a short sentence, but in a long way, but in a longer way of speaking. Instead of saying, "Well, those apples for sure look good," it turns into, "That apple was delicious. It was the best apple I've ever had. Why can't we have more apples like that?" That was how correct speaking within a video game should be done. I mean, like,
they spent a lot of time, a lot of effort making sure the continuity was there, to make sure the immersion and interactivity was there. They did it right. I have to admit, that was fucking awesome. I just hate in Mass Effect 2 that the big guy had a gun so small, he had to hold it like a little...
You're talking about Mass Effect 1.
He was like this. Oh my god, I have a gun.
It was a startup.
The poses fucked me. I couldn't even get through the missions because every cutscreen was like this.
It was a startup point.
You could have had a big gun like a rocket launcher and you still hold it like this.
Yeah,
how are you going to hold a rocket launcher like you're holding a little cock?
It was their startup. It was a startup. It was their startup game.
Right.
You know,
I'll give it to that.
They first started doing Mass Effect. They were like, okay, we did Star Wars. We did like 2, 3 Star Wars games. So we should do something more original.
Then you make the characters hold the guns like pussies.
And,
I love
and
you,
the game
but
was great. The game
really,
was great, but the animation style of how they held the gun was lacking.
That distracted me because I was cracking the fuck up like, I'm not gonna take this serious. Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh, hold on. She's holding it like this, so I'm thinking I'm aiming. I'm like, all right, never mind.
Now, when they decided to go on with Mass Effect 2 because you know the first Mass Effect came through with such riveting applause, people liked it so much, and it's how it made homage to different sci-fi genres.
Definitely.
You know, Star Trek and Star Wars, and I'm guessing maybe Firefly even. These shows and movies were the pinnacle of what made the Mass Effect series more relatable.
Yeah.
But, like you said, the animation style of how they held the gun in Part 1 was a bit lacking.
And I'm sorry, call me a dickhead, but that tossed me off.
Now, in Part 2,
the driving of the vehicles.
They took that out. They took that out.
That was fucked up. I was going off this way, that way, and I'm a racer. And I was just like, what the fuck is this vehicle doing? Going, why am I over
here? Yeah.
That also had me like, okay.
When they did Mass Effect 2...
I know it's a moon lander, but does it have to go up 10 feet in the air if you hit, like, a rocket size machine? It was like Havoc physics going wrong. It was like, dude...
Now, in Mass Effect 2, they fixed that. They made the animation for the gun-holding areas a lot more believable. And who could that be? While we're working on that, why don't you guys start a mosh pit?